Thank you for joining me again. It's Midnight Mike, and it's yet another episode for me to tell you why I hate the New York Jets. Now, before we get started, the Jets did win this week, right? They did win, so let's give them a little credit there with the Jets. Jets. All right. That pumps me up a little bit, but it's not going to stop me from telling you that not only did the Jets not deserve to win this game, but the Giants did not deserve to win this game. Both offenses looked horrible. 13-10, people. Now, that could be attributed to the outstanding New York Jets defense and the very strong New York Giants defense. That gives me hope going into the next couple of games against the quarterbackless, coachless Las Vegas Raiders and Justin Herbert. Is he good? Is he not? Is he going to mess up the San Diego LA Chargers? I do have hope going into those games. I do think the Jets can win this game, win the game against the Raiders. But like everyone has been saying, the Jets can beat anyone in the league. But they can also lose to anyone in the league, as they almost lost to the Giants. They lost to the Patriots. And that's where I'm getting with this. It's the Jets' ups and downs, how they give you so much hope. That's the pain of being a New York Jets fan. You know, sometimes it happens and it's quick, right? They get you really high, like in that opening game, right? Against the Bills, Rodgers goes down, but they come out with this miraculous, awesome, pump you up victory. And then they get blown out by the Cowboys and lose to the Patriots. Okay, so that's like you get really high one week, and then in the next 2 weeks, it's like a double punch, right? But sometimes the Jets do it over a whole season. Like, think about the season that we had Brett Favre, how excited everybody was to have Brett Favre. We were calling Eric Mangini Man Genius. We've got to stop giving people nicknames. That's number one. Because Man Genius, I don't think so. Now, that Brett Favre season, he comes in. We have that opening game in Miami. Favre just rocketing it down the field for touchdowns, looking great. The Jets pull off the victory. The Jets start the season at 8-3. I mean, hopes were so high for the New York Jets that season. And then what happened? We went from 8-3 to the slow punches, right? The side, right into the kidney punches, like the slow kidney punches, till finally you're just down and out, right? Because from 8-3, they end the season at 9-7 and miss the playoffs. That was basically what we've seen from the Bills game to the Patriots game, but stretched out throughout a whole season. And it neither, I don't think either hurts any more or less. It's just a different way of hurting. Watching the slow death, or I hate to attribute it to let's say a pet, but I've had a pet get hit by a car, and that hurts just as much as watching a pet slowly go from old age. And that's what the Jets do to you. They bring you such highs and happiness, and then just it's going to be coming crashing down. And I really thought that this Giants game was going to be that crashing down. Now, I may repeat some of this because I did call in and talk to Jake Asman on the Jake Asman Show, but the Jets didn't deserve to win the game. The Giants didn't deserve to win the game. In the Eagles game I talked about in the last, please go check out the last episode of Why I Hate the Jets. I talked about why I was gaining so much confidence in Zach Wilson. And then it comes to the Giants game, and if it's not for the last minute, 30 seconds and overtime, he was a complete letdown. And I don't know if that's play calling. I don't know if they're not letting Zach open up, because clearly when he opened up at the end of that game, he was completing big passes. So I don't know how to feel. I don't know where to be with Zach Wilson. I had so much confidence going into this Giants game, but thought that we would, I did think that this was a trap game. And we would lose possibly because of Zach, possibly maybe our defense finally has a bad game. I mean, think about it. The only game we had this season that the defense didn't come up for us was against the Cowboys. I mean, really? The Jets, they pulled it off, and I'll give them that. The Jets pulled off the game against the Giants, and in the end, The wins are the only thing that matters. But I hear people talking about, the wins are the only thing that matters. You got to feel good. But let's be honest. I'll be honest. I felt better after the Chiefs lost than after the Giants win. And I kind of felt the same way. I felt better about the Chiefs loss than I did against the Broncos. We beat the Broncos the next week. Felt better when we lost to the Chiefs. Why is that? Why does this team do that to us? Either way, this is going to be a short episode. The Jets somehow know how to play up to great teams. The two Super Bowl teams, the Chiefs and the Eagles. Look how Zach and the Jets played against them. Then look at the two of the worst teams in the league, the Patriots and the Giants, and look how the Jets played against them. So if that is going to continue to hold true, then coming Monday night against the Chargers, it's going to be a very interesting game. Very winnable, easily losable. And the same against the Raiders. Now, I wish everyone so much fun and so much luck because I know a lot of the people in the Green Bean, Ryan, Matt, are going to be at the game Monday night against the Chargers. And I love those guys. Those guys help get me through work. And I hope you guys all enjoy that game, sitting together, cheering on the Jets. It's going to be a blast. I wish I could be there, but unfortunately I cannot. And then Jake Asman has people heading out to Circuit in Las Vegas for the Jets versus the Raiders. And I hope all of you guys enjoy that. I told Jake, I said, you guys get me through the week. I can go to work for 8 hours and I have plenty of content throughout the week to listen to you guys and Jets media, people like that, Buffalo Jets fan, Jet Central. There's so many of you out there that I love listening to, and my appreciation for your work cannot go understated. But seriously, that game against the Giants was insulting to everyone who puts on a New York Jets uniform and tries to proudly wear it around town or proudly wear it to the game. The last thing I'll say before we end this is we need to all, and it hasn't been understated either, everyone is aware of this, we all need to bow down to Greg the Leg Zuerlein and Thomas Morstead, our punter. The best special teams kicking unit in the NFL are on the New York Jets, and we need to appreciate that because, it may be one of our strongest points, and you may be like, oh, special teams, kicker and punter. But seriously, it's been a long time since the Jets had a kicker and a punter like this. A long time. And these are things that should be almost second nature. It should be second nature to expect your kicker to hit a 30, 40-yard field goal. It could get dicey past 50, but still, Greg the Leg, man, he is on. Morstead dropping, 3 or 4 punts inside the 5 against the Giants? Now, he had plenty of chances. There was 25 punts total in that game. It was second all time in the NFL. But either way, these are the reasons I hate the New York Jets. I hope everybody enjoys Thursday Night Football. I hope everybody goes down, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, comment down below. It really does help my algorithm. I'm not looking to replace your Jake Asmans and your Green Beans and your Ryans and your Matts. Those are the guys you go to for your stats, your full information on every player on the team. Mine is the old school, frustrated New York Jets fan that has spent 40 years learning how to hate the team and learning how to eventually be on heart medicine. Because I truly believe it's not the cheeseburgers that I'm eating. It's the 40 years of New York Jets fandom. I am Midnight Mike, and I can't wait to see you next time.